Hi everybody, Dave Stevens here for Press Box for the Disability Channel, and where am I? Well, I'm at the Texas Rangers home ballpark playing tonight in the Celebrity Softball Classic, and you're watching it right here on Press Box. What have I got for you tonight? Well, we'll have lots of interviews with celebrities. It's going to be a great night. We got the Gronkowski brothers here, Stacey Dash, Zeke Elliott of the Cowboys is here, so it's going to be a great night. Jay Stoyan's going to join us in a little bit to talk about hockey and what else is going on with all of our job opportunities. But again, this is the Disability Channel Press Box. I'm going to be playing softball tonight. I'm going to try to hit a ball at my age. Again, what the Disability Channel is all about is showcasing abilities, not disabilities. So stay tuned with us. Lots of stuff coming up on Press Box. Don't go away. I don't think you need an introduction, but if people watch reality TV, they would know who you are. I'm here with Todd Chrisley, the head of Chrisley Knows Best. And do you know everything?
You know, I would like to think that I'm still learning everything. I think I convinced my children that I know everything.
Now, we've literally watched your kids grow up on TV, the good, the bad, the zits, all the, all the things. But, did you ever think at some point in your life you'd become a star of TV?
I don't know that I'm a star of television. I think that we have been very blessed to be where we are today. And, God has taken this show and turned it into something that has generated other shows off of it. And, we have Chrisley Knows Best and Growing Up Chrisley, and we've got 4 other shows that are getting ready to launch. And I think that God has allowed us to enter into so many millions of people's homes every week, and they chose to make us a part of their family. So I like to say that I just have a huge family now, rather than saying I'm a star of television.
But is it weird to wake up in the morning and you want to scratch yourself or fart or something like that? You got the cameras around. I mean, do you ever get used to it?
I think that we are used to it because, we've been doing it now for so long. We've been doing this for 9 years. And, the cameras start every morning around 10:30. And I'm up by 6 o'clock every day. So, we have that time from 6 to 10, and then we shoot until around 5 o'clock every afternoon, and then we're sitting down for dinner at 6:30.
But with the good comes the bad, and it's like you get the world that says mean things, social media, all the nasty things, and, something little gets blown up so big. So how do you deal with that on a day-to-day basis, knowing your personal business is always going to get known?
Well, I don't think our personal business is known. I think that the bloggers and the tabloid people, they create their story. They take 1% of truth and they put the 99% to sensationalize it. And, we're like any other family out here. Every day is not a great day, but every day is a blessed day because we're here to make our life better each day. And, I've taught my children that, don't place value in someone else's opinion that's never met you.
That's a great philosophy. And for our viewers out there, you've talked about God and how important God is in your life. So what do you say to the naysayers that don't believe or think, oh, it's just a farce, he isn't really like that?
I pray for the non-believers because, listen, if I spend all of my life and I dedicate my life to my Lord and Savior and I die and he doesn't exist, then I've lost nothing. But if I spend all of my life turning my back on him and die and he does, then I've lost everything.
All right, final question. Great answer. We're here in the Texas Rangers Stadium. We're Major League Baseball players. I mean, it's got to be kind of a dream come true. I don't know what you wanted to be as a kid, but just to be here and to be a part of that, what does it mean for you and what these veterans are going through?
Well, anyone that listens to our podcast, Chrisley Confessions, they know that we are huge advocates for our veterans. And, I just had a podcast this past Wednesday that talked about we need to focus keeping our money within this country and taking care of the people that have fought and died or that have been disabled fighting for this country. They need to come before we start sending foreign aid somewhere else. So, I think that for me to be here today and with so many veterans, I love that because my dad was a veteran. My uncles were veterans, and we have a long line of service in our family. And it's important for my children to see that. And, Grayson is a huge baseball fan, plays every day of his life. Chase, played from the time that he was 4 years old. So for them to be here on this field, it means a lot to them. So we're blessed to be here.
All right, those kids are getting old. Any shot you want to adopt a 55-year-old so I can get on your show?
Brother, you would be cheated at this point. I'm about wore out.
All right, Todd Chrisley joining us. keep watching his show. Where else can they find you?
You can find us on USA Network on Thursday nights. Thursday nights belong to the Chrisleys on USA Network. We have Chrisley Knows Best, Growing Up Chrisley. We have Chrisley Confessions that's every Wednesday that you can stream on just about every platform. And then we have new shows coming out this fall.
All right, everything but Elvis Chrisley. I think we don't have that, right?
We're working on that. We're working on that.
All right, Todd Chrisley joining us at the Celebrity Softball Classic. Well, it's ex-ESPN employee night, right? It's just me and you like old times, right?
Me and you like the old days, buddy. It's good to see you too, buddy.
Good to see you, and I need to say Hall of Famer Michael Irvin. That's like when you've been knighted or something. You have to say that, right?
Yeah. When you've been and since it's only 300 and something guys right now in that hall, man. Absolutely, you're knighted.
And I know what you went through waiting for that call in all those years, but you finally get it. And is that a water under the bridge because you are a Hall of Famer?
It is absolutely water under the bridge. And honestly, this is one of the discussions I've had with guys like T.O., who I say to T.O. because he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, but they made him wait. And I tried to say to him, don't get caught up in the fight against the reporters because they made you wait. The fight is for your great grandkids who are going to walk in that Hall of Fame and see you up there and say, okay, what's in him is in me, and be inspired by that. So make sure you keep your eyes on the prize of that fight, not this fight.
And the things you've done off the field since then, I mean, you're here at this thing. You didn't have to be here, but it's such a great story. Why do you stay involved with giving back?
Well, first of all, let's talk about giving back. Is always, it's what we are at the core. At least that's what we're trying and hoping to be. But giving back to causes like they're giving back here, when you start talking about military and the foundation here that helps our fallen kids get into college. Are you joking? Are you joking? The premise of love is a word called reciprocation. You can't have true love without having reciprocation. And we talk about it all the time, how much we appreciate and love our servicemen. Well, we have to reciprocate that, not just talk about it. Let's reciprocate what they've given us by standing up, helping out, and making sure that we fill in the gap. Especially our fallen, they're kids here. They committed. They were so committed to the country that they made the ultimate sacrifice. Then we can come up here and make some sacrifices and help their family, like his father or their family, their parents made a ultimate sacrifice to help us have our lifestyle. So this is the most important thing when you're talking about giving back in this way.
And you're still here in Dallas. I know you get back here, but let's talk a little football. I don't care who wants to win or lose. I got to ask you, 18 games. Did you ever think you'd see 18 games in a season? And if you were a player, what would have been your heart for that one?
Well, 17 games, 18 season, 18 regular week season. Yeah, and yeah, that thing has gone up, man. I remember watching when it was 12 games, then it was 14 and 16, and now we're up to 17, and it really, since they threw that extra playoff team in there, it's really an extra game. They get an extra playoff game too. I like that super playoff weekend though. That was great. I had 3 games. Oh, that was great. That was great. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens this year with that extra game, because that extra game at NFL level is a lot.
Final question. Your NFL brothers continue to deal with CTE and some really tragic things off. What can the league, what can the players, what can we do to help these guys that we want to see every Sunday for 5, 6, 10 years, and then after the game we forget about them?
Well, and a lot of people doing a lot of good things and trying to find out how to better serve that situation. How to better, when I mean serve the situation, how to make better helmets so we don't have, how to get better treatment when we do have a problem.
Less hitting in practice.
Right, less hitting in practice, less banging. all of those things. So we're doing everything we can. And then there are people out here that are coming up with things. And it's not just the football players. All those things that we're coming up with that can help football players can also help the military guys. You know what I mean? The military guys have gone through stuff, have suffered a lot of injuries and have a lot of brain damage and situations like that. So it's a great cause, and it helps both sides. We're helping the guys on the field, but we're helping the guys on the battlefield also.
It is so great to see your smile. One of the most just one of those things, man. Your smile is just who you are, and it defines you. So, Hall of Famer Michael Irvin, my ex-colleague and hopefully a lifelong friend, it is so great to see you, man. It is just great to see you. Michael Irvin, man. Take care. All right. Hi, this is Dave Stevens for the Disability Channel.
An inability to break out. I'm sitting by the door on the second floor, losing my 7-year war. It's not an illusion, so why the exclusion?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's about you. So,
you say you're a disability dynamo.
Joining me, and welcome to this beautiful Travelers Championship.
I only want one accolade from you.
So my story is unique, it's amazing, but it's not anything that you guys don't have inside of you. I'm not a hero, I'm not anybody special, I'm just this guy without legs that went out, and I just did it.
Stats outweigh the Democrats, the diplomats, and the bureaucrats.
This is probably your first interview down on the ground on your butt and stuff like that?
First time ever,
All
baby.
right.
Eliminate and validate and validate and validate.
Stay with us and the Disability Channel. And I'm with one of the stars of Ozark, and the unique story is Evan. Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you've overcome.
My name is Evan George Rosaris, and I am from the hit ritual series Ozark. I play Tuck on season 1, season 2.
And you have Down syndrome.
Yes, sir, I do.
And most people think that's a disability, but for you, you've become an actor. You've overcome those odds, and yet still people don't think that you should be an actor. Talk a little bit about how people react to you when they see you.
So people always put me down, but I always push them out of my life because they don't belong in my circle. If they're mean, I just push them out. Say, you know what? I don't want to be friends with you because I don't need negative people in my life.
When did you decide you wanted to be an actor?
I decided to be an actor in 2012. My friend attended the Art Institute of Houston, and she was a filmmaker, and she asked me if I could act in a short film.
And so you're doing that. You're a success, and you've got other things coming up. What projects are you working on?
I'm working on this movie that's out on Amazon. It's called Decapitorium, and I played the role of Edward. And there's another movie on Amazon called Joy Comes in the Morning that can be seen on Amazon Prime. And I play Sam.
They tell us we can't get places, but here we are playing in the Celebrity Charity Softball Classic. I mean, it's got to be a thrill for you to be here with some of the other stars and celebrities like yourself.
Yes. Yeah, it's pretty amazing to be able to play with Michael Irvin and
Zeke Elliott. What do you tell those folks that have a disability that are scared to become an actor, that they say, no, you're handicapped, you can't become an actor? How did you decide you wanted to do it?
So I decided to do it. So it's not all about me, but all people can do anything with their heart sets on. If it's a sport or work, you can do anything. But the only thing is to not feel bad about yourself. You got to believe in yourself and never give up. I always tell myself that, Evan, you can be an actor. Evan, you can do this, you can do that. But I decided, here I am, advocating, playing baseball, acting, and showing inspiration. That's what I love. But all people should live the dream, no matter what it takes.
And my dream is here. I'm here with you. Ozark is such a great TV show. Talk about some of the cast members and working with those guys.
The cast members like Jason Bateman, he's amazing. He's been on a lot of productions, such as Office Christmas Party, Central Intelligence, Zootopia. He's been on all these. Also, Game Night. Game Night he was on. So I like Jason, but I like working with not only Jason. I like working with Chris Bundy, the writer, Bill Dubuque, and the cast members like Julia Garner, Rachel Sparrow, Charlie Watts. Everybody was awesome. Like, we always hang out, we have fun, and
Seasons 1 and 2 are in the book too. You're currently filming season 3, correct?
4.
4. I'm sorry. Any secrets?
Well, no secrets, but all I can say is that pray for Tuck that he gets back to the 4th season.
All right. Well, hey, Evan, thanks so much. I know we're opposing people, but we are brothers in this world. We fight to get our rights and get those opportunities, and that's what that people don't understand, that we have an ability and we have gifts, and your gift is an actor. There haven't been many actors with Down syndrome that have been in there. I think we have one from Life Goes On, right?
Right, Life Goes On, Corky.
So you're going to break this mold. You're going to continue to shine, and I appreciate your time today. Best of luck in the future. This guy's a star.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back to Press Box here in Arlington, home of the Texas Rangers. And I had to bring in Jay because once again, another amazing opportunity for the Disability Channel right here in the field with some of these superstars. But you don't want to talk baseball right now, Jay. I want to talk a little hockey, a lot of things going on in the Stanley Cup playoffs. So update us and tell us what's going on.
Well, that's great, Dave. I really appreciate for having me on today. We really appreciate for having the Disability Channel down in Houston. We want to say hi to everybody. Amazing what you're doing, Dave. Wow, it's unbelievable. So we thank you so much here in Canada. And as you know, we're down in the States now. So, yeah, let's talk some hockey. You know, we're all about the Toronto Maple Leafs up here. Unfortunately, we got knocked out in the first round. We got 4 great teams going now. We have Tampa, who is the defending Stanley Cup champions. We have the New York Islanders, and we have a strong connection. Obviously, Lou Lamoriello is our ex-boss, which we still wish we had. Obviously, we would love to be in a conference final. You got Vegas. They're all about Vegas, all about the bells and whistles. They are about, I think every guy on that team is at least 6'7". So they have some great people. And of course, you know, we have our Canadian representation, Montreal Canadiens, the team with the most history in the NHL, the most cups, and the goalie of the decade, Carey Price. So I think Carey Price, if he's on his game, he can carry us all the way to the cup. It's going to be really exciting. So we're really excited up here in Canada and down in the States to watch the 2 conference finals and then the Stanley Cup final.
You had to pick the hot team right now. Is it Las Vegas? I mean, who do you go with?
No, I go Tampa. I go with this defending Stanley Cup champs. You got to knock them off, you know, in order, like Ric Flair says, right? In order to be the champ, you got to beat the champ. So I go Tampa. I will say, I think Carey Price could steal the Stanley Cup if he played like he did against Winnipeg and the Leafs. Now, I don't know if you can hear me, Dave, very well, because I know that you got a busy place down there. I'm sure the music's going in the stadium, so I hope you can hear what I'm telling you. Before I get started, I do want to let all your friends and associates and the viewers know that yourself, Dave, you've been an integral part of the channel. We have a relationship now going on a good 5 years, and you have been our representative in the USA for those 5 years, doing a stellar job. You kind of know everybody. Right? You're an ESPN guy, you're an Emmy guy, you're a top-notch media guy. So we cannot thank you enough for spreading the word, spreading the opportunity. Speaking of the opportunity, so I'll just give everybody a quick lowdown if they don't know about the channel. The Disability Channel is the only channel in the world that showcases abilities 24/7 right? And so we cater to all disabilities, whether that's internal, external, autism, Down syndrome, amputees. Obviously, we're really big with the veterans. We love supporting them. So we have two pillars. We have media, all facets, television, online, live streaming. Our main facet is our employment programs, which our partner is the Ontario government, and we're duplicating what we do here in Canada into the States to give people opportunities to get off assistance full-time, part-time, get a job, get a skill, get paid, become self-sufficient, right? That's what it's all about. Everybody wants a purpose in life. Everybody deserves that purpose in life. And the Disability Channel is here to help support that. And with Dave's help and the people in the U.S., we are spreading from state to state across the U.S., helping the people in those states, persons with disabilities, and veterans, but anybody who needs support, we're there to try and help you. Well, thank you, Dave. And before I let you go, I hope you hit for the cycle. Hit for the cycle and knock it out of the park. There you go.
All right, Jay Stoyan joining us on Box. And when we come back, we'll have some more celebrity interviews and stories from the 2021 Celebrity Softball Classic. Well, you know, we're playing softball, so of course I'd be playing softball with a hockey legend like Marty Turco. Marty, okay, I got to ask you, is it tougher to face Patrick Waugh or hit a softball?
That's a good one. I mean, if it was today, Patrick's a little bit older than me, and the softball, as you see, doesn't change size. So it'd probably be tougher to face the softball, even though it's coming in high and soft. But back in the day, I mean, Patrick's the legend. Hitting a softball, I didn't have to do it for a living. I had to face Patrick Waugh for a living. That was it was a tough task, but it was a fun one. I got to play in an all-star game with him, sat beside him. The man couldn't have been nicer to me. He was really good, and I was really appreciative of it. He taught me a few things, actually. So playing the Avalanche in their heyday, whew, that was a tough one, especially seeing him at the other end, but it was a dream come true for a Canadian kid like me.
Well, it's great because, you know, I work for the Disability Channel based out of Canada, so they love you. They're going to be excited to see this interview, but you ended up here in Dallas. You're still here in Dallas, and what are you doing with your life after hockey?
I mean, that's a good question. All my kids were born here. My wife Kelly and I, she's also from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. You know, that both of us small town northern kids made a life down here. We've been here for almost 19 of the last 21 years. All the kids were born here, like I said, and so we've been down here living our best life. We love Texas. It's been really good to us. I work full time for the Dallas Stars. You know, I've been drafted by them in '94.
Speaking of drafts,
yeah,
you doing something with beer as well?
And I'm doing something with brews too. And so this is very like it's like a microcosm of my life. I was imported in 1994 to go to college in Michigan, imported down here to Texas. And I'm like, you know, what can I do? What's the best part of Canada? I can't bring my family and all the great friends. We do have hockey down here. It's really rocking. But my cousin Mark Muzzin out of Kingsville, Ontario, we started a brewery, and we're selling it down here, man. This is like a dream come true for me. I couldn't fathom playing the NHL, honestly, as a young man. You know, the closer I got, confidence grew. But now to be in my afterlife, start a brewery, bring down some great Canadian beers and share it with some amazing people here in Texas. As you know, we've both come down here and figured out our way. So it's been a blessing in disguise. We've got a lot of work to do. It's a very competitive world, which I enjoy. You know, competition's been in my life since I can remember being, and drinking beers, having fun, trying to beat up a few people along the way. It feels like old times.
And speaking of old times, I mean, your body looks great. You don't have many scars or anything. Your teeth look okay. I mean, how's your body feeling after all these years?
No, it's a facade, really. The hip's a little sore. It was sore during my playing days. I can't. People always looked at goalies like we were crazy. We were. Trust me, we are crazy. But wearing a mask, you know, I don't think they're not wearing masks. They're losing teeth, getting pucks to the face, punches to the face, and high sticks, all the above. The puck does hurt when you get hit, but I had all the equipment on, right? So I thought I was the smart one of the group. I really did enjoy it. The game was great to me. It's fun to give back. I run the Dallas Stars Foundation on top of things, so I meet a lot of amazing people. It's been a pleasure to throw with you today and play catch, which was a blast. And you know, so The community's been awesome to me. It's really fun to give back, have fun with beers, meet great people, and enjoy events like this today.
Well, that goalie glove's a little different than a softball glove, right?
Yeah, it is. It doesn't. The ball's a little rounder. It doesn't hurt as much as the puck because it just like slices my hand, so I don't miss that at all.
You're out here for a great cause tonight. The great stories of the veterans and all the people that you really want to give back to. What does it mean seeing some of these stories of guys that really have overcome a lot more than you and I have?
Oh, well, me for sure. Like I said earlier, it's been a big blessing and a fortune to play hockey for a living. I never will forget that. But for the men and women that served the country to preserve this freedom, sacrifices that have been made has never been lost on me. My grandfather, served in World War II, but he came back, and we know those aren't all those stories. And to see the veterans out here and the military personnel get out there and just like having fun. I'll tell you, I don't take too much for granted when I do. I got to slap myself in the face once in a while, but then once in a while, then again, I'm a goalie, so I hold myself in a different way. But I'll tell you, to have fun, to see all these great people come out here. It's a beautiful, brand new ballpark here in Arlington. It is amazing. I'm not surprised, man. North Texas has always been a great place to give back. I'm really proud to call it home. And I'm really proud to come out here and see some great people today.
Okay, let's say we were just sitting there having a beer. I'll put you on the spot. Marty, what is your greatest memory in the Professional Hockey League?
That's a good one. Playing my first game in the NHL, because I never thought I would. I was against a hometown hero of mine named Ronnie Francis, a Hall of Famer, now the general manager with the new Seattle Kraken. We lost 5-2, and I'll tell you what I've learned in my life, that losing games and learning from it is more important than winning a championship, because you don't win those without those losses and those tough ones. But to play against a hero, to make it, and I was 25 years old when I did it. Most people are younger when they play their first game in the NHL, and I was 25 years old. So that was a long time coming. It was a dream come true, even though I never thought it was fathomable. And so that honestly, that was probably the greatest. Everything else is gravy for me.
Tom Brady, not the only guy that came from Michigan and did okay in the pros, right?
yeah, he's just got a better record against everybody in the NFL in the history of the NFL. So it was fun to go to school with him. Tom was only a third stringer when I was there, so to watch him grow up to be the man that he is really cool. But he's a good dude. And he gives back. He's just a good person. He makes other people learn. His TB12 program, not just his championships, but I'll tell you what he is. The guy's a leader. And he credits Michigan along the way, and so I've had a lot of good experiences, and getting to know Tom while we're in college is pretty cool too.
All right, hockey legend Marty Turco playing softball with me. Doesn't get any better than that.
I agree, eh?
We'll see you next time.